Hello, Sandhya. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, sir. Thank you. And what about you, sir?
Yeah, I'm also. So, Sandhya, first of all, tell me about yourself.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. I am Kali Sandhya Kishan Rao. I am from Nanded and I have completed Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Stream from SRTM University, Nanded.
Okay. And what about your work experience?
I have work experience about 1.5 years.
Okay. Okay. So, is it relevant to front end?
Regular developers.
Okay. So, you work as an Angular developer for 1.5
Yes.
years. Okay. Okay. So, why you are changing your current organization?
Sir, from starting, I have interest in computer. And when I was in engineering, my friends and roommates were from computer background, and they
Hello.
always Yes.
I was asking why you are changing your current organization. Why you are looking for new job?
For learning new things and means, self growth, sir.
Okay. What is difference between HTML and HTML5?
HTML5 is the updated version of HTML4, and HTML5 is more semantic than HTML4. And in HTML5, multimedia tags are introduced like audio, video. In HTML5, tags introduced like nav, footer, section, main. The HTML5 gives us some APIs like web storages, hash.
What is difference between CSS and CSS3?
CSS do not support new browser, and CSS3 support new browser. And CSS3 gives some modules like selectors, 2D, 3D transformation, animations, background, box sizing, box model, and CSS2 does not support responsive designs.
So, what is box model?
Box model, every HTML element considered as a box, and it contains content, padding, border, and margin.
What is box sizing?
Box sizing is used to calculate the width and height of HTML element, and by default value of box sizing is content box.
What are the CSS selector we have?
We have three types of selectors: basic selectors, pseudo selectors, and relational selectors. In basic selectors, there are 4 types of selectors: ID selector, class selector, tag selector, and universal selector. In pseudo selector, we have pseudo class and pseudo element selector. In relational selector, there are 3: direct child selector, next immediate, and next immediate sibling, and next or sibling.
What is this difference between pseudo class and pseudo selector?
Pseudo class is used to define particular state of HTML element, and it is represented by single colon. And examples like over, focus, active, and pseudo element. Pseudo element is used to define any state of HTML element, and double colon. And examples are first line, first letter, after, before, selection.
I have two. One is parent, one is children, right? And I want to bring the children div. And hello.
I can't hear you.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Suppose I have two divs. One is parent, one is children, right? And I want to the children div at the center of parent, at the center, means horizontally and vertically.
Yes.
How can we achieve that?
By giving position, we give a position relative to its parent div, and we give position absolute to means which div we want to move at center.
Okay.
And we use a shorthand property, top 50%, left 50%, and transform translate -50%, -50%.
Okay. Suppose if we don't want to use positions, can you do same thing with any order CSS properties?
Means with respect to its parent user.
Yes, yes. I want to bring that children div at the center of the parent, but we don't want to use positions. Is there any alternative way?
Sorry, sir.
Okay. So I think you don't know about this display flex.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. That's
I
okay.
forgot it. Yes.
Okay. That's okay. What is the difference between display none and visibility hidden?
By using display none means the element will be removed from the layout, and its space occupied by its next element.
Okay. Correct. Yes.
And it changes the structure of layout, and visibility hidden. The HTML element will not visible to user, but and it does not change the structure of layout.
What is difference between SVG and canvas?
No, sir.
Suppose I want to use audio files in HTML5, right? So,
Yes.
which type of audio files we can use in HTML?
No, sir.
We can use MP3. We can use audio files with format MP3, or OGG, or WAV. What are the CSS positions we have?
There are 5 positions in CSS: static, sticky, relative, absolute, and fixed. And by default position is static.
What is the position sticky?
Position sticky means no, sir.
Position sticky is a hybrid of position relative and fixed.
Position relative and position fixed.
What are the new input types we have in HTML5 for forms?
What, sir?
What are the new input types are introduced in HTML5 for creating form?
Radio, text area.
No, these are the HTML4 input controls. Email, telephone, date, number, input type email, input type telephone, input type date, input type calendar. Right? These are the some input controls introduced in HTML5. Okay. What is difference between link and anchor tag?
Link and anchor tag.
Yes.
Link is to redirect the page from one tab to another.
Mm-hmm. And what is the anchor?
Yeah. Anchor tag is used to open the document in same or new tab.
Basically, anchor tag is used to redirect from one page to another web page, right? And link we actually use if we want to bind the external document. If you want to link any external document like CSS in HTML, we use link tag.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So in how many ways we can apply CSS styles to the HTML?
In 3 ways, we can apply CSS, inline CSS, internal or embedded CSS, and external CSS.
What is the specificity of CSS selector?
The specificity of ID selector is greater than tag and class selector.
ID is greater than class is greater than tag.
Yes.
What is difference between picture and image? Okay. What is difference between figure and image tag? Is drag and drop possible using HTML5?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is.
Okay, that's it. So, have you worked on SAS?
What, sir?
Have you work experience in SAS? SAS.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is SAS?
SAS is synthetically awesome style sheet, and it is a preprocessor of CSS.
What are the features of SAS?
Variables, mixins, functions, and nesting.
Nesting of styling. So, what are the data types we have in JavaScript?
There are two data types: primitive data type and non-primitive data type. In primitive data types, there are 5 types: string, number, boolean, undefined, and null. And non-primitive data types are array, function, object.
What is difference between primitive and non-primitive?
Primitive data type holds the value, and non-primitive data types means holds the reference.
What is closure?
No, sir, I don't know.
What is portion?
Portion means conversion of one data type into another data type.
What is hoisting?
Hoisting is the default behavior of moving all the declarations at the top of the scope, but not their values.
What is difference between slice and splice?
Slice accepts 2 parameters, and splice accepts 3 parameters: add, remove, and replace.
Okay. Any other difference? Yes. Any other difference? Slice does not modify original array, whereas splice modify the original array. Right? Slice returns subset of original array. It returns new array. Right? What is constructor function?
Constructor function created by new keyword.
Why we use constructor function? What is JSON?
JSON is the JavaScript object notation.
Okay. What are the methods we have? What are the common operations we have on JSON?
JSON.stringify and JSON.parse.
Okay, very good. What is callback function?
Callback function, a function which get executed after something happen.
Or a function which is passed as parameter, or both are the same.
Yes.
Then what is higher order function?
A function which accepts another function as a parameter or argument.
What is callback here?
A callback here means when we use nesting callback functions, then callback here occur. Like error.
What is promise?
Promise is a JavaScript object and it returns a value in future. Promise can create by using new keyword and promise have one callback function and it takes two parameters, resolve and reject.
Yes.
When our promise is get resolved, then method will call, and when the promise is rejected, then catch method will call.
What is promise chaining?
Promise chaining means dependency of one function another. As if
Yes. What is promise chaining? The process of executing sequence of asynchronous tasks, right? Suppose we have multiple asynchronous tasks, right? And we are executing those sequence of asynchronous tasks with the help of promise one after one. That is called as promise chain. Have you got it?
yes, sir.
What are the new features we have in ES6?
ES6
Yes, ES6.
arrow function, higher order function,
Okay.
promise async await.
Rest operators, squares, destructuring of array, destructuring of object. Right? What is arrow function?
Arrow function is used to means shorter the syntax.
What are the benefits of arrow function?
It reduces the code.
Okay.
And, if there is single line statement, then we remove curly braces and return means.
Is there any limitation to use arrow function?
We cannot use this keyword in arrow function.
Oh, if we use this keyword, what happens?
Means
If
it
we
gives
use
error.
this keyword in arrow function,
Windows scope occurs, means it
okay.
tells Windows scope.
Okay, so this represent window object.
Yes, sir, Windows.
I have passed one statement in chat section. Please copy that in your code editor. You can share screen as well.
Yes.
Okay, you don't have to write code. Just told me what will be the output of this statement and its data type.
11, true. And data type is string.
What about this? Please copy the second step.
Yes. Answer will be 0, sir.
And okay, I have passed one more statement. What will be the output? Hello.
Yes.
Yes. What will be the output?
2, 3, 1, 1.
3, 3, 1, 1. Are you sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Copy that statement and print it in console. Open the browser and open developer tools and print that statement in console. It will be 2 to 1. What happened? 2 plus 3. It will become concat 23. 23 minus 2. Here subtraction will happen. And it will be get
Yes.
converted into 22. 22 plus 1. Again concat. 2 to 1.
Yes.
What is Ajax?
No, sir.
You don't know Ajax?
No, sir. I don't.
Have you worked on API call?
Yes, sir.
Suppose, how to make an API call? Suppose I have given you a one API URL. Then what are the steps involved in making API call?
4 steps.
Yes.
First, we have to create object by using XML HTTP request.
Okay.
And then second is open method terminal. In that use xhr.open and in parenthesis we give means method name and first method name and second is URL.
Correct.
Third is onload. In that xhr.onload is equals to function, and in that we can console xhr.status or some functionality. And fourth is xhr.send.
What is XHR.status?
By means if our API call is successful.
Correct. Go on.
By using means by checking that value, we know our API call is success or not.
Correct. XHR.status is define the status of our API call, whether it is success or get failed, right? And how to know that our API call is success? What is the value of XHR.status when our API call is success?
200 and 201.
200 or 201, right? It depends upon the method. Okay, very good. Is there any alternate way to make an API call apart from XML HTTP request constructor?
Using fetch APIs.
So what methods involved?
Sir. Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, question. Can you repeat the question?
Okay. How to make an API call using page? I'll work on page. Do you know how?
Yes, sir, but I didn't remember exactly now.
That's okay. I have passed one block of code in chat section. Please copy that in your editor.
Yes, sir.
Yes. What will be the output of line number 14 and 15? Just comment there. Why first one is true and second one is false?
And first we use equal to operator and it checks only value, not data type. And in second means in 15 number, we use strictly equal to operator and it checks value as well as data type.
Oh. I have passed one more. Code. Okay. What will be the value of X at line number 20?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. What will be the value of X at line number 24?
$86.
Sorry.
86.
Why 86?
No, sir. No, sir.
I have one array of birds, right? I have passed in chart section, and I want a new array like this. Copy both arrays. Please comment above code. There is some error. And please copy second array.
Yes.
So we have words array, and I want output like this, right? Just comment that line number 30. So you have to create a new array like this using words array.
By using words array?
Yes, yes.
Sir, I didn't get the question. Can you repeat?
We have one array at line number 30, right?
Yes.
And we have to create a new array whose value should be underscore coffee, underscore apple, underscore orange, underscore 4, underscore star. Have you got the question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you console it? Okay. There is one another array, one more array. Please copy that. Put it. I have passing chat section. So this is an area of having information of some frogs, right? So
Yes.
I want a new array in which it should contain the frogs whose gender is male and whose weight is greater than or equal to 8. So you have to create a new array of frogs whose gender is
male and
male
weight is
and
greater than 8.
greater than or equal to 8. Okay, please create a new one.
Yes. Hello, sir.
Oh, sorry. I was muted. Please check it in browser. Okay, perfect. Uh, please go to the editor. Code editor. Can you calculate the weight of all frogs from given array?
The frog, sir.
Yes, weight of all female frogs. Okay, weight of all female frogs. Please show me the output. But it is showing object, right? I want weight, calculation of all weight, addition of the all frogs weight.
Sir, means gender female and weight same condition.
At line number 97, right?
Yes.
You use reduce method, right? And you
Yes, sir.
return something there. But have you stored that return value?
This value, sir?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Reduce method. Yes. I think you got that. Okay. What is previous and what is current? What does reduce method do?
It gives a single element.
Okay. So you want the addition of edges, right?
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's okay. What is pure function?
No, sir.
Yes, what is pure function?
No, sir. I don't.
Suppose I have a array and I want to empty that array. How can we achieve that?
By using array dot length is equals to 0, and by using slice method also we can empty an array.
What is the difference between var, leta, and constant? What is the difference between var, leta, and constant?
Yes, sir. Where means in where hoisting is possible and it returns undefined. And where by using where we can redeclare and as well as reassign uh, value. And let and constant create block scope. And in let and const, hoisting is possible, but it gives an error that cannot assess before initialization. And let, by using let, we can reassign but cannot redeclare a value. And in const, we cannot means redeclare and reassign.
What is the use of constructor function? Hello.
Yes, sir.
What is the use of constructor function?
Using constructor function means we can just pass the means value by using that function name.
So in JavaScript, how many different methods can you use to create an object?
Constructor method.
Constructor method, yes. Apart from constructor, hello.
Yes, factory method we can.
Okay. Constructor method, factory method, then
Literal methods.
literal method, then object constructor method, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I have done from my side. Do you have any question for me?
No, sir, I don't have any question.
Oh, nice to talk to you. Have a good day. Bye.